All right, so we're going to work through some more examples here. And as we've got so many examples, you might like to pause it and see if you can answer it before I do it. I always think that's a great way to learn. All right, so let's go through it. The first one here. Now, how are we going to do this? We'll remember our index law, which tells us that if we've got things with the same base and they're dividing, that means that we subtract the powers. So that's what we're going to be doing here. Because we've got x to the 4 and x to the 2, what that means is that we can subtract them from each other. So we can go x 4 minus 2, and then we can go times y 3 minus 2. So that means we're going to be left with x to the 2 times y to the 1. Now, of course, you wouldn't leave it as y to the 1. You would say x squared y. And that's going to be our answer there. So it's important that you can do that. All right, pause it, see if you can do the next one. How did you go? Were you successful? Hopefully you were. Let's now go through it. So here we've kind of got a combination of things going on. So the first thing that I would do is I would add the bases of my numerator. So add the powers of my numerator. So that means I'm going to get b 4x plus x plus 1 over b the 2x. That means I'm going to get b 5x plus 1 over b 2x, and then I can subtract them because the bases are the same. So b 5x plus 1 minus 2x, which means I'm going to get b 5x minus 2x is 3x plus 1. That's going to be my answer, just like that. Perfect. And then we go into our third one. So again, pause it, see if you can do it yourself. Hopefully you're successful. Hopefully you're pausing it. All right, let's go through this one. Now, what are we going to do here? Now, this one's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Now, we wouldn't want to immediately go 16 times 4, would we? And nor would I want to even initially like join together these. So if you did initially do that, I would advise against it. And that's because you want to simplify. So for instance here, I've got 16, 8, and 4. Well, I know that 8 goes into 16 twice, and that means I've just got 1 in the denominator now. And then I can also think, well, I've got an a here, and I've got like a to the 4 or a to the 5. Well, let's just take that away immediately and make this power 4. And let's take this away immediately and just get rid of that b there. Simplify. Simplify before you do things. It will make your life a whole lot easier. So now I can just go, well, what's 2 times 4? That is 8. Then I've got 8 to the 4 and 8 to the 4. Well, if I add those together, it's going to be a to the 8. And then I've just got b cubed there. How many lines of working did it take you to do that? Because I reckon you should have done it in one, just like that. And then also remember, you should be able to do all of these key skills on your CAS calculator as well. So let's see if we can go through this last one on our CAS here. So I can go control divided by, and then I have, 16. Now I'm going to go a to the 5, b times 4a raised to the 4, b cubed, and then down the bottom, I have 8ab. Then I hit enter, and what has happened there? What have I done wrong? A to the 5 times b. Good. Okay, all right. What have I done wrong here is I haven't put a time symbol between the a and the b. So it thinks it's one thing. It thinks it's ab. So that means, and see how, like, I've made a mistake. First of all, I didn't freak out. I'm like, all right, what went wrong? I kind of examined it. And I could say, hey, look, those two things are together. That's no good. Come back up, hit enter. It brings it back down. We come here. We come to where we want to. I'm going to come between those, and I'm going to put a multiplication sign. Then I go enter. And would you look at that? There's my answer. So don't freak out when you make a mistake. Take your time with it. You can do it. This is why we go through things on the CAS. Remember, everything we do by hand, you need to know how to do on the CAS. Perfect. Hopefully you found this helpful. I'll see you in the next one.